Everyone thinks the Ring Video Doorbell Wired is the cheapest no-brainer at $39.99, but here's the thing, this little rectangle can actually cost you more than you expect because the real wins and the real costs hide behind three things. Wiring, chime, and subscription. Hold up, don't scroll. Because after 30 days of testing it in rain, at night, and with dozens of deliveries, I found that for the right setup it punches way above its price, and for the wrong one, it's a frustrating rabbit hole. I went in skeptical, tracked notification speeds, checked motion accuracy, and stress-tested the app. Here's what nobody tells you until it's already on your wall. Before we dive into what I discovered, if you already know this fits your setup and want the best current price, I've put the link below. But stick around, because what I learned about the hidden costs and the actual day-to-day performance might save you from a bad buy. I wanted a doorbell that would actually catch people walking up, not just someone already leaving with a package. My battery doorbell from last winter died in the cold. The cheap no-name wired unit I tried before had 5-second lag, fake 1080p, and motion zones that flagged every passing car. I was done missing knocks, done with false alerts, and honestly done paying high monthly fees for mediocre footage. The Ring Video Doorbell Wired kept popping up: 1080p video, advanced motion detection, two-way talk, night vision, customizable privacy zones, and a crazy low price. Thousands of buyers, a 4.4 rating on Amazon. But let's be real, claims are easy, reliability is not. So I hardwired it, paired it with a Ring chime and an Echo Dot, and set out to see if budget Ring is smart or just cheap. First, installation and power. I mounted it where my old button was, used the included screwdriver and anchors, and tied into my transformer. Important, this model is hardwired only and does not ring your existing mechanical or digital chime. You'll need a Ring chime or an Alexa device for in-home alerts. In my first attempt with an older low VA transformer, the doorbell periodically rebooted under load. Swapped to a 16V30 VA transformer and it was rock solid. Set up on 2.4 GHz, only no 5 GHz, took about 5 minutes with an RSSI in the -50s and no drops after that. So far, so good, but then I started timing notifications, motion, and alerts. I set motion zones to avoid the sidewalk and turned on people only with the Ring Protect trial. In daylight with strong Wi-Fi, my average time from someone entering the zone to my phone buzzing was 3 to 4 seconds. That's fast enough to grab the door before they leave. At peak congestion on my network, it drifted to 7 to 8 seconds a few times, and once during a router reboot I missed a live alert entirely. With a stable 2.4 GHz channel, it was generally reliable. But then I walked at night to see how it handled darkness and glare, video and night vision. The 1080p stream is crisp in good light and faces were identifiable at about 10 to 12 feet. Field of view is wide enough to see the porch and walkway. Vertical framing is okay, but if your door is really close to the street, a wedge helps aim it down. At night, the IR is black and white with strong contrast. Within 15 feet, detail is usable. Under a bright porch light, it kept exposure under control, but headlights from the street can wash out for a moment. No HDR here, so harsh light transitions show the price tag. Still, for $39.99, the night performance was better than I expected, but then I tested the conversation and ecosystem, two-way audio and Alexa. The mic is sensitive, the speaker is loud enough for a porch conversation, and I measured roughly 0.7 to 1 second of round-trip audio delay, totally manageable. Pairing with an Echo Dot gave me in-home announcements like someone is at your front door within about 1 to 2 seconds of motion events, and the Ring chime kept the house in the loop since the existing chime is a no-go. Live view loads in a couple seconds on my Wi-Fi, and upstream bandwidth during live view hovered around 1-2 Mbps. But here's where it gets interesting. The biggest surprise was how much the value shifts depending on whether you use Ring Protect. With no subscription, you still get real-time notifications, live view, and two-way talk, but you can't review recorded events later. That means if you miss the alert, the moment is gone. With Ring Protect, you unlock video history, AI-powered smart alerts like people detection, and the ability to scroll back in time. I spent about 35 hours over 2 weeks tweaking motion zones, scheduling, and privacy areas to minimize false alerts, and with Protect enabled, the accuracy and usefulness jumped dramatically. It went from a live buzzer with a camera to a proper security device. Compared to alternatives, here's the deal. Versus Blink's battery doorbell, Ring's wired notifications were consistently faster and more reliable for me. Versus Wi's wired doorbell, Ring's app felt more polished and its ecosystem with Alexa just works better, though Wi's often bundles a chime in the box. Eufy's 2K wired models beat Ring on image detail and don't require a subscription thanks to local storage, but you'll pay 2 to 3 times as much upfront. Nest's wired doorbell has fantastic HDR and smarter detection, but again, it's a different price class. So the Ring Wired's value is real if you accept the ecosystem and a low-cost monthly plan. Now that you know the hidden costs and where this little doorbell actually shines, if it fits your wiring and you want it at the best current price, grab it via the link in the description. Prices on this thing yo-yo, and bundles with the Ring Chime or an Echo device can save you more when they're in stock. Bottom line, if you have existing doorbell wiring, an adequate transformer, and you're okay adding a Ring Chime or using Alexa for in-home alerts, the Ring Video Doorbell Wired is a shockingly good buy. It's reliable, fast enough, and the app is mature. If you refuse subscriptions, want to use your existing chime, need 5 GHz Wi-Fi, or prioritize higher image detail and local storage, look at Eufy or budget more for Nest. For most budget-minded buyers in the Amazon ecosystem, this is the right kind of cheap. Don't waste your money on a random bargain camera. Spend it once on the Ring Wired as long as you go in with eyes open about the chime and the subscription.